Hi everyone, here's day 8. So for today we're going to be using adding and subtracting to solve word problems. Our I can for today is I can solve word problems using adding or subtracting. What I'm going to do is I've given us 4 problems to solve together. We're going to walk through on how to solve them, strategies to use, and then I've given you some to practice on your own, okay? Alright, the first problem. Sarah's class is collecting books. Their goal is 600 books by the end of the week. Monday, her class collects 331 books. Tuesday, they collect 111 books. How many more books do they need? All right, so let's walk through and talk about what the problem is asking us. We know that Sarah's class is collecting books, and their goal is 600 books, right? By the end of the week. We know that on Monday, they collect 331 books, and on Tuesday, they collect 111 books. Then we want to know how many more until they reach their goal. All right, so in 3rd grade, we've talked a lot about how we can have 1-step problems and 2-step problems. Let's determine how many steps this problem is going to be. We know what their goal is. We know how many books they collected on Monday and Tuesday. And now we want to know how many they need to collect in all. All right, so step 1. How many books has the class collected so far? Well, we know that on Monday they've collected 331, and on Tuesday they collected 111. So we want to know how many books they've collected total. What operation do we need to use to put these two amounts together? We're going to add Monday's books and Tuesday's books. 331, I'm going to use base tens, 3 tens, 3 ones, or 3 hundreds, 3 tens, sorry, and 1 1, plus 100, 110, and 1 1. What do I always have first? Our 1. So we have 2, now tens, 4, and hundreds, 4. We know that on Monday and Tuesday they collected 442 books. But does that answer our question? No. The question says how many more books do they need? Well, we know that their goal is 600. They currently have 442, so how many books do they need? If we were to add these numbers together, we're going to get a number that's bigger than our goal. So does it make sense to add the two numbers together? It does not. So we are going to subtract. I'm going to use base tens. How many hundreds? 6. I don't have any ones to take away or any tens. I'm going to take 100. Still don't have any ones. Now I can take away 2. And I'm left with 8. I can take away 4 tens. And I'm left with 5. I could take away 4 hundreds. And I'm left with 1. They need 158 more books. And I've always taught my class to write what we're talking about, and in this case, it's books. All right, example 2. Lisa earns $20 for walking her dog in 1 week. The next week, she walks, feeds, and cleans and babysits the dogs and earns $100. Then she earns $20 the next week for walking it. How much money does Lisa earn? All right, let's start off with what we know. We know that in week 1, she earns $20 for walking it. The next week, so in week 2, she earns $100. And then in week 3, she earns $20 more. The question is asking us, how much money does Lisa earn? So we want to know how much money Lisa earns in total. What are we going to do with these 3 numbers? We're going to put them all together to figure out how much Lisa earns all together. So we're going to add 100 plus 20 plus 20. I'm going to go over here and use base 10 to model. 100, 0 tens, 0 ones, 2 tens, 0 ones, 2 more 10s, 0 ones. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 4 10s and 100. So altogether, Lisa earns $140. All right, next problem. Bailey is selling cookies. Monday, she sold 145 cookies. Tuesday, she sold 88 cookies. Wednesday, she sold 53 cookies. How many cookies does she sell in all? I want to know how many cookies Bailey sold all together. So what I'm going to have to do is put together all of those cookies that she sold. And when we are putting together, what operation are we using? We are adding. So we know on Monday, Bailey sold 145. On Tuesday, Bailey sold 88. And on Wednesday, she sold 53. We are going to add all of those cookies together to figure out how many she sold in all. 145 plus 88. I have, this is step 1, 100, 4 10s, 5 ones, 0 hundreds, 8 10s, 8 ones. Always add our ones together first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to regroup because 10 ones make a 10. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to stop and regroup because 10 10s make 100 and 3 10s are left, 200. So on Monday and Tuesday, she sold 33. Now I have to add in Wednesday. So 233 plus 53. I'm going to erase what I have here so we can have some room to work. All right. 2 hundreds, 3 10s, 3 ones, 0 hundreds, 5 10s, and 3 ones. Always going to add my ones first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2. So altogether, Bailey sold 286 cookies. Last problem we're going to do together, and then you're going to do some on your own. Okay? Chris wanted a new pair of shoes. The shoes cost $445. Ooh, that's a lot for shoes. Right now, Chris has $400. He earns $25 for mowing his yard. How much money does he need? Well, we know that the shoes cost him $445, right? $445 is our total. Those shoes are not going to cost any more than what Chris has said, $445. We know that right now Chris has $400, and then he earns $25. So what happens when you earn money? Are you adding to what you already have, or are you taking away? If you are earning, you're adding. So we know that Chris currently has $400 and he's earning. He's adding to what he has, $25. 4 hundreds, 0 10s, 0 ones, 2 10s, 5 ones, 0 hundreds. 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 2 10s is 2 or 20. 400 plus 0 is 400. So we know that currently Chris has $425. But is that what the question asked? No, it says how much does he need now? Well, if the shoes cost $445 and he currently has $425, how much more does he need? Well, does it make sense to add 445 plus 425? No, because you're going to get a total that's bigger than what the shoes cost, or that's more than what the shoes cost, so you're going to have to subtract. Again, I'm going to erase here so we have some room. To use our base 10s. I'm going to draw out my biggest number, or model my biggest number, my largest number, 4 hundreds, 4 10s, 5 ones. 5 minus 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. 4 minus 2, 2. 4 minus 4, 0. So how much more does Chris need? He still needs $20 more. All right, that's it as far as examples. Remember, when you are solving addition and subtraction problems, to make sure you are understanding what you are reading, making sure you are answering the question that is being asked. Sometimes you may have one-step problems, sometimes you may have two. You need to be very mindful of what the question is asking and make sure you're answering that part of the question. Make sure you are using strategies to show your work. For your practice, you're going to practice the next problems that I've listed underneath the video. Solve them in your math notebook, show all of your work, and label your assignment.